Today I am going to be doing a deep dive into the heavy class, comparing the DPS of each of the main heavy weapons. To do this, I will be testing the time to kill against the other classes and highlighting the key perks of each weapon, and today we will be starting with the Lewis gun. The Lewis gun is currently a very popular pick for heavies, and it is apparent why as soon as you see its times in this test. It is a solid time to kill against the heavy body, and it has enough ammo to take down 3 heavies before you need a reload. It puts up another great score in the headshot test and has enough ammo to take out 4 heavies before a reload. This gun has good range and its kill times are very competitive with every other gun in the game. This gun is great in close to mid-range engagements, which is one reason why you see it used so much in tournament play. It dominates again in the medium test with just over a 1 second time to kill and enough ammo for up to 4 body shot kills. If you've seen my medium guide in the series, you may notice that these times are actually on par with both of the assault rifles. The Lewis gun rips right through the medium headshot test, and its 47 round reserve can earn you up to 6 medium kills with headshots. Now my other videos in the series, I haven't really been using the light dummies for most weapon tests because everything basically one-shots them and I wanted to keep the videos shorter, but I got some feedback from some of you that you'd like to see the light tests for a fuller picture of the testing, so I decided to add them in for this episode since after all, I make these videos for you guys and I'm always open to your feedback. But as you can see here, the Lewis gun rips through the light build in comical fashion in just over half a second to the body, and it can kill up to 7 lights without a reload. Yeah, that feels bad, light mains. What feels even worse, I'm sure, is the under half a second kill time in the headshot test. This thing rips through lights so fast you could practically do it by accident, and with 47 rounds you could do it up to 11 times without reloading. And I don't want any comments judging how I'm standing in this test. It is harder than it looks like to perfect clip these dummies up here with a machine gun 11 times in a row. The Lewis gun is a pretty simple question mark recoil pattern which pairs really well with its solid range, but it does have one of the slowest reload times in the game as its only real drawback. But now it's time for the Lewis gun's ugly friend, the M60. This undesirable weapon was just buffed last patch however, so maybe consider showing it some love after watching this video. This fat clip monster has a very competitive time to kill on the heavy body test, and it can kill up to 4 heavies without a reload. It makes up for its range limitations with a massive 70 round clip that can roll through 6 heavies without reloading if it can hit enough headshots. You really don't see this gun being used that much, but I'll be honest, some of the times it posted in this video were actually kind of impressive. Not sure if this is a reach or not, but this thing kind of feels like the AKM of the heavy class to me. The M60 has a good time to kill on medium bodies, and it can kill 5 without reloading, which is pretty crazy in a game where teams only come in 3s. So if you're one of those people that's constantly raging about being third-partied, maybe this is the gun for you. It has a pretty phenomenal headshot time in the medium test, and it can kill up to 8 mediums before you need a reload. The M60 to me feels like a great gun for suppressing fire. What I mean by that is, you can use this to rip right through heavy mesh shields and bubble shields, and you still have plenty of ammo left over to keep getting shots on target and potentially kill some teams that are just turtling behind cover. I'll have to make a cross-class comparison version of these tests, but this gun actually kind of holds up against a lot of the competition. Against the light dummies, the M60 kills in just over half a second, and it can kill 10 lights without reloading. This big 70 round clip is longer than a Monday, and it can wipe entire teams without reloading pretty easily. Adding to my earlier comments about this thing ripping through shields, with the nerfing of both the mesh and the bubble shield lately, I feel like this could make this even more viable. In yet another comical light headshot test, the M60 can kill 14 lights without a reload. And let me tell you, the amount of light dummies I went through trying to hit a perfect 70 round clip without overshooting on a 0.26 second kill time was criminal. All jokes aside though, the M60 kind of feels like a pretty viable weapon now, and it has the potential to make some pretty great plays specifically against shields that you can only make with 70 rounds. It is a fairly simple recoil pattern that gets a little wild at the end, but ideally you aren't letting off a 70 round burst like this anyways. It also has the same slow 3.5 reload speed as the Lewis gun. When placed side by side, the Lewis gun has a slight edge in kill speed against the medium body, but in the medium headshot test they actually have the exact same time, which really surprised me. Next we have the SA-1216 shotgun. This shotgun has dominated tournaments in the finals since the game's release, and it has undergone a number of nerfs because of it. As you can see from the heavy test, it is still a great weapon. From point blank range, it can still kill a heavy in under a second with one burst, allowing for 4 kills per reload. Now remember, there is no headshot modifier for shotguns in this game as of now, so we're just aiming center mass here. I also did want to show a little bit of the damage drop off with the shotgun to give a better representation of the DPS, and it's still pretty solid when you take a few steps back. Now against the medium target, this shotgun shreds. It can kill a medium with 3 shots in just over half a second, which allows for up to 5 kills per clip. This is probably the current best option for heavies in the finals, as it completely annihilates every other class if you can get up close, and as strong as shields are now, you can do that pretty easily. The shotgun practically insta-kills lights, and because it only needs 2 shots to do so, you can run through 8 lights without reloading if you need to. With the explosive opening damage the heavy class gets, this is a great weapon to help you mop up teams all by yourself. As hectic as the finals gets with collapsing buildings and tight spaces, this shotgun is an absolute menace, especially when it comes to playing on the objective. It has a 3.0 reload time, which is on the slower end, but not awful, and I did do one last damage drop off test from pretty far back here just for some more perspective on its range. Last but not least, we have the very unique and recently buffed Flamethrower. This weapon has a few really unique features which I'll go over after the damage test, but it can kill 2 heavies with 1 clip, although it does take almost 4 seconds to do so. It can kill 3 mediums in just under 3 seconds, which is slow, but you also have to factor in a number of utility features that the Flamethrower offers. This gun was pretty annoying and strong in the beta, but up until this most recent patch, it hasn't been as strong or used as much in the full game. As you can see in this light test, the Flamethrower has a huge cone of damage, and it can hit multiple targets at once. If you are fighting in a house, you can potentially do damage to an entire team at once with this. Additionally, the Flamethrower obscures vision when you burn a target, and you can use it to remove toxic gas or goo barriers. It also has a unique damage over time effect that continues to burn targets after you hit them. Alright, that's going to do it for the heavy class. Thanks for watching the video, and thanks for reaching out in the last couple videos. You guys have all had some really great and helpful ideas that I like to use as feedback to make the new videos better. So continue to reach out, let me know what you guys think of this video, like and subscribe for more content, and as always, thanks for watching.